High school football from across the desert Southwest is here. Varsity Blitz starts right now.
Welcome into Varsity Blitz, everybody. We are back and better than ever. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. I'm Luis Lopez.
And I'm Vanessa Gongora. Luis, so happy to bring some football back to 13 on your side. And we've got a great game to kick us off here.
Yes, absolutely. We begin with two of the premier programs in the Imperial Valley, and we kick off tonight's coverage out by the border. On to Ward Field. Yes, the lights are back on for the Bulldogs in a rematch of last year's season opener as they welcome the two-time defending CIF champion Palo Verde Yellow Jackets into town. We start in the first quarter. 3rd down and 4 from the Calexico 23-yard line. Jackets with a quick toss out to Januel Fernandez, who makes a defender miss, and then he turns upfield for a big run. A 1st down and then some as Palo Verde gets to the 45 for a 22-yard rush. Next snap, same play, but a different back. Palo Verde giving the rock to Gabriel Ramirez, who finds some room near the sideline. Yellow Jackets into Bulldog territory, a 25-yard gain for Ramirez there. Now, some penalties would move the Jackets back. This is 1st and 20 from the PV 40, and here comes Luis Alcala Mitocayo shutting this play down, a loss of 3 yards. Dogs would eventually get a turnover on down. So would the Dogs fare better on offense themselves? Well, here's 3rd and 6 from the Calexico 46. QB Roberto Montejano getting a quick toss out to Leo Canchola, who's immediately met by the Jackets D. Palo Verde forces a punt. Now this game would be scoreless through the first quarter, but eventually it would be the Bulldogs taking this in a low-scoring fight. 14-7 the final score. Calexico taking this rematch.
Another two local teams facing off against each other to kick off their season. Holtville and Southwest meeting tonight in El Centro.
Yeah, Vanessa, the Vikings once again under the leadership of head coach Jason Turner and quarterback Bryce Buscalia. Southwest, on the other hand, under new guidance as Peter Blinko looks to turn the program around for the better.
We head to Eagle Field with the Southwest Eagles hosting the Holtville Vikings. Here they are. And for the first drive of the game, Bryce Buscalia hands it to Hector Sanchez, who bounces out to the outside, makes a man miss, and falls forward for a 1st down. That eventually sets up first goal, where Buscalia gives it to Griffin Garcia, who powers it in for the touchdown. Yes, Holtville will take an 8-0 lead. Southwest trying to answer. Matthew Mills hits Logan Youngers on the screen pass, and Youngers with a little juke move, and he bolts up the sideline for a 1st down. This drive would end in a fumble. The ball would go back to Holtville, but a bad snap on 4th, and the Eagle defense holds to keep it a 1-score game. Next possession, Mills dropping back to pass, but he's picked off by Furman Velarde, giving the Vikings a chance to score before half. 4th and goal, last play of the half, and Braden Terrell runs into a wall. A crowd of Eagles defenders, including Kenneth Enriquez, keeping Southwest in it. However, in the end, Holtville would take home the win, 22-0.
All right, Vikings off to a good start. And hey,
yeah,
one more team looking for their 1-0 start out in the Valley, and it comes to us from Imperial County's northernmost campus.
And just like Southwest, Calipatria is also hoping to take their program to new heights following an 0-9 record last season.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get out to Veterans Field in Calipatria, where Tony Leon makes his football debut. We fast forward to early in the second quarter. The Desert Christian quarterback rolls to his right, and the Hornets' Bernard Thomas applying the pressure. Dominic Hawk there for the pick, and a nice return afterwards. Hornets get themselves set up very nicely. They're in the red zone. It's Hawk on the sweep to the right, makes a nice move and grinds his way near the 5-yard line for another Hornet 1st down. So then it would be 1st and goal. The give up the gut here to Juan Perez, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Little guy hitting a brick wall there, actually loses his helmet on the play. Moments later, it's going to be Jordan Potter. Check this out. He's going to be coming to your left, and then he is coming right at you. Make it a touchdown for Potter. His name's not Harry, by the way. Later, Dominic Hawk would score twice. Hornets win the season opener 26-13. It's their first opening win since 2017. How about that?
Lots of action here. And coming up, we take a hop, skip, and a jump across the state and county line to our Yuma schools, where Yuma, Kofa, and Antelope all got their season started. We're at halftime. More Varsity Blitz after the break.
Why would you leave like me?
No,
Let the savings begin. Houston's Yuma Furniture's Labor Day sale starts now. Beautiful furniture, comfortable mattresses, in stock, on sale. Plus, to make furnishing a breeze, low payments. Sofa and love seat, just $19 a month. 7-piece dining set, just $18 a month. Queen bedroom set, just $29 a month. Low payments with up to 60 months special financing. Savings this great, just can't wait. The Labor Day sale starts now at Houston's Yuma Furniture.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-489-3026. That's 800-489-3026.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. Not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is. And I did this to my father. We were at home. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The best highlights, the best plays, continuing right now.
Thanks for sticking with us here on Varsity Blitz. We've talked tonight about teams looking for better days ahead. Well, last season, the Yuma Criminals actually found just that.
Yeah, that's right, Vanessa. A 7-3 record, their first winning season since 2009. The Crims just barely missing out on the playoffs, though. It's still one of the best seasons in school history.
So heading out to Curly Colt Memorial Stadium, where the Criminals are being led out to the field by Yuma High legend Kurt Weber. The boys are hyped, taking on the River Valley Dust Devils. Top of the game, River Valley's first down on the Crims 26. Mickey Smith with a handoff to Jaden Plotkin, who whizzes wide for first and goal. And now on second down, after being stopped before the goal line, another handoff to Plotkin, and this time he gets the job done. Touchdown, Dust Devils with a 2-point conversion, 8-0. Now the Crims on 2nd and 10. QB Reggie Antone goes long, and Andrew Mosqueda is there for the catch, a 25-yard gain. 4th and 23. Antone launches this one again, this time into the end zone, and who other than Mosqueda there for the touchdown. Crims down by 1, 8-7. A little less than 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Dust Devil Plotkin taking off from the 24-yard line, dodges some Criminals, and goes all the way to the end zone for a 74-yard touchdown. River Valley up 15-7. Now second quarter, Crims second down from the River Valley 40, and just look at this Antone and Mosqueda connection. Mosqueda says, see ya, for another touchdown. Crims down 22-14, and the Yuma Criminals unable to catch up. They lose 56-20.
A rough start for the Crims there. And hey, you know who you can't mention Yuma without?
Who's that?
That is their old rival, the Kofa Kings, who also made some strides of their own last season.
Yeah, their first win in 5 years, led by first-year head coach Pablo Cota, now looking to take that progress even further.
Absolutely. So we go to Irv Pollock Field for the Kofa Kings home opener with falcon hunting season on their minds, with Fountain Hills in town looking for a fast start. Opening drive, the Kings junior QB Jose Galaviz with a short pass to fellow junior Jason Edwards. Edwards with a gain of 13 yards and a Kings first down. Later on the drive, this time it's third down. Galaviz lobs over to Gustavo Arias, and the senior coming up just short. Kings elect to punt after that one. Falcons, well, they have their first possession, and watch the trickery here. It's a toss right into a reverse, into a lateral back to the quarterback, and the fire downfield complete. Falcons, they find themselves in the red zone. Kings defense, though, they force a 4th and goal. Falcons quarterback Sam Bernard rolls right and finds senior Gannon Young for the score. Falcons notch the extra point and take a 7-0 lead. After a Kofa punt, the Kings defense back to work, and watch the great play by the Kings senior Jose Sanchez with the pass deflection there. Hey, the Kings D, they came to play in this one. Early second quarter, Falcons threatening. They go for it on 4th down again, but this time the Kings hold down the fort. Carlos Galaviz with the strip, and Isaac Escobar with the fumble recovery. Next possession, it's going to be Jose Galaviz. Well, check this out. He's going to take the snap and then use some fancy footwork here. Check this out. He's going to end up finding Isaiah Luna for the big catch. Now, Kofa, they keep it close early, but they end up falling 37-13 as they drop this game to open the season.
Well, and last but certainly not least, the pride of Walton, the Antelope Rams, getting their season underway at home.
Yeah, former assistant head coach Hector Ramirez getting the elevation to a head coach position this season, as the Rams are hoping for some better days ahead following a rough year in 2022.
Yes, after a 6-4 record in 2021, Antelope took a step back last season with a 2-7 record. But one player telling me this year they're gunning for a state championship. So how are the Rams looking? Let's see. And moving along, it's over to Walton, where the Antelope Rams are braving the windy conditions as they walk on the Palo Verde Titans of Tucson. First quarter, Titans hand the ball off with the option, but met immediately at the point of contact by number 7, Romelio Silva. The Titans keep it going with the ground game, but still with no luck in sight as the Rams D-line swallows up the ball carrier to force a punt. Making his way onto the field, freshman Train Figueroa leading the Rams offense. And head coach Hector Ramirez starts off with a little trickeration with his linemen spread out to the right, and Figueroa tossing it right here to Andrew Arvalo, and he's bobbing and weaving toward the goal line before coughing up the ball. Luckily, the Rams were able to recover, and on to the next play. Junior Michael Hernandez plows his way in from 3 yards out to get the first touchdown in the season. He sprints back to the sideline. Next Titans possession, the quarterback and halfback play a game of I thought you had it. Israel Medina picks up the loose ball for the Rams. They would outlast the Titans in a low-scoring affair, 12-6, to win the first game of the 2023 season.
How about that trickeration to start the year? Nice to see that from the Rams. Before we go, let's go ahead and take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard from our teams that were out of our local area here in the Desert Southwest. We begin with Vincent Memorial taking on Monte Vista. Unfortunately for the Scots, they dropped their opener 29-13.
And Central getting things started against Santa Fe Christian. They open up the 23 campaign with a 19-14 win. Spartans now 1-0.
And lastly, the Tigers of Imperial kicking off their campaign against the West Hills Wolfpack, probably one of my favorite mascot names there from an out-of-town team. Tigers, unfortunately, taking a close loss to begin the year. They dropped this one on the road, 14-7.
Great games today overall. Great job, guys. All right, everyone, well, that's going to do it for week 1.
Yeah, that's right, Vanessa. Once again, we are happy to be back with you. Varsity Blitz took a little hiatus last year as we merged with our NBC affiliate, but you know what? We're back, and we are very happy to continue bringing all the action this season. Vanessa?
Right here on 13 on Your Side every Friday night at 10:20 p.m., and we'll see you next week.